What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Thank you all so very much for tuning in today. Real quick, start of this video, if you guys are just now tuning in, just now checking out the channel, consider going back, watching some of our videos. If you like them, consider subscribing, liking some of the videos. I would greatly appreciate it. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers here, and we're gonna do some merchandise and everything once we hit that number. So if y'all don't care, go down and do that for me. I greatly appreciate all you guys that subscribe, watch my videos. You guys are the best. This stuff isn't possible without y'all. So I'm gonna jump in the video today. We are back on the OBS today. For y'all are just tuning in that do not know or have not seen, this is my main truck on the channel. This is my personal 97. I've owned it for probably a decent while now. I want to say probably 4 years or so, maybe more. It has spent the last 2 years tore down, getting the engine built and us doing all the stuff to it. Quick overview. Truck is 05 axle swapped. It's low as you can possibly get it. Basically the track bar bracket pretty much is like maybe half an inch away from the actual axle. 18 by 11 Bogarts. I get a lot of people that ask about these in the comments and message me about them. 18 by 11 Bogarts with 305 40 Mickey Thompson ET Streets. Love these things. These things hook up and just get it. But got a couple issues going on with the truck today. Like I said, we just got it done after 2 years, so we're fighting a couple little quirks here and there that we're going to get ironed out. That's pretty normal building a truck to this caliber. Show y'all what we've already done. I've got my dash pulled apart here. We were fighting an issue with that. I'll go over real quick. These trucks have what is called a PSOM, P-S-O-M. It's a programmable speedometer module, something along those lines. And we've got it basically blown apart here. It's actually a pretty in-depth pull apart on the dash. But this thing right here, not that, but the this module right here, goes bad. And what'll happen, this is just an OBS thing, by the way. What'll happen is basically you'll get like weird trans shifting, overdrive light blinking, bunch of different stuff. In my case, what we've got going on is people have kind of argued with me about it, and I don't know if I'm wrong or if they're wrong. This truck in particular has what I'm going to call it a speed limiter, because that's what it feels like. So going down the road, this was before we did all this work to it, even prior on the last setup with stock axles and everything in the truck. Going down the interstate, if you want to goof off, race somebody or anything, and you punch it, and as soon as that needle pegs out past 90, about 2 or 3 seconds into that pull, it will feel like you just pulled your foot straight off the pedal and like a parachute opens behind the truck. And even if you leave your foot in it and don't let your foot out of it when it does that, as soon as the truck slows down and the needle comes back into its range on the speedometer, the truck will just get right back into the pull and go right back into it. So dealing with that, I don't know if that's necessarily that in per se, but that's one issue that I think might be related to that. And then since we got done with it, for some reason, when we go ahead and try to four-wheel drive launch the truck, so like we're going to race it, trying to get it lit and everything like that, it'll start coming up and we'll start getting into boost and holding the brakes, and just out of nowhere the converter will just lock even with your foot on the brake and lunge the whole truck forward. And it just basically, as soon as it does that, it'll snuff the charger out. So, and then as soon as it does that, it starts flashing an overdrive light. So and the only code I'm getting for it's vehicle speed sensor. So, and that one keeps coming back to everything I read, comes back to that module. So I'm just going to replace it and, you know, hope for the best. They are extremely expensive, even for being almost 30 years old. That thing's $400, but is what it is. We're going to get it bought and get it swapped out. I don't have it here right now, but we'll leave everything tore apart, and then probably go ahead and change all these old bulbs out to some LEDs, make them look pretty. My buddy Brandon with the 7.3 Garage, he actually went through and like ground all the green off the back of these things, and looks really badass, but I am not going to spend the time doing that. So just going to swap some LEDs in it, get that module replaced, and get it slapped back on the truck, see if that maybe resolves our issue. Next issue is we are boiling one tire at wide open throttle. Like I said, this truck is 05 axle swapped, so the 05 axles were limited slip differentials. So basically, when we put these in, obviously they're used, and I did not rebuild them. We pulled them apart and sandblasted them and just hit them with some nice undercoating and everything like that, but I did not rebuild them. Clutch packs are, I guess, smoked in the rear of this thing for the limited slip, which not a big deal. I was going to weld it. We have talked a lot about that over the past couple weeks. It is extremely hard to weld a limited slip diff. Basically, the easiest way to do it is pull that chunk out and swap an open differential into it, and then weld that direction. I think what we're going to do is a couple of my buddies, and mainly the Grand Gnome there, he says to go ahead and pull the clutch packs apart. And what I've got here is a master overhaul kit, and comes with everything, all the additive. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to rebuild it, and then we're going to stack extra steels on each side of the clutch packs until it is extremely tight. And basically it'll still work like a limited slip, it'll just be really tight. So I mean, it should have no problem lighting both tires up. So that's what we're going to do, kind of like the, I wouldn't say the poor way of welding the limited slip diff, but we're going to try that first before we go swapping the guts out of it, welding the diff, and then if it busts the welds, it destroys my axle. So I'd rather try this first, and if it doesn't work, oh well, you know, we're not really out anything. But I think that's really our goals for the day. I don't think really anything else has been fighting me on the truck. It's been going really well. I do think I want to go get the windows tinted just a little bit on the front here. It just kind of looks a little goofy, I reckon, with no tint and that one window in the back being tinted. I think it looked good all black, but that's for another time. Another thing is keep tuning in to the channel here. I believe Randy has bought my wife's Harley truck with the forces on it that y'all always see in the videos. She's decided to sell that and allow me to try to chase after a truck that I've had my eye on for a while. My wife's the best. I can't stress that enough. So basically, Randy has pretty much bought our Harley truck, and we are going to be going after another truck for the channel here very soon. So I plan to bring y'all along for that. I don't want to get too in depth with it because I want to keep it primarily for the channel, but is a very rare truck that I've been eyeing for a very long time. I guess you could say my dream truck. So follow along with that. I'll keep you updated on that side of stuff as soon as we find it. Me and Jeremiah, or my wife, depending on what our schedules look like, are going to be probably flying out to wherever this truck is at, and hopefully driving it back. So could be a good, interesting video. I don't know yet, so we'll see how it lays out. But yeah, keep tuning into the channel. We're going to get another truck for the channel to get built here. Yeah, let's go ahead, and I'm going to get this thing jacked up, get the fluid dropped out of the rear. Got to pull our axles off, wheels and tires, and then we'll go ahead and get our fancy super cooling Banks diff cover pulled off there. And then I've got some Amsoil right there for it that we'll go back with. So Amsoil, friction modifier, new clutch packs. Let's go ahead and let's tackle this. right, guys, let's go ahead and get this thing tore apart here. I'm just kind of going with you guys on it. I've not done this before. Ooh, them are smoked. Oh, shit. Cool. All right, guys, so we've pretty much got it ironed out in the rear here. We have got the chunk back in and everything, and as you saw, got the diff cover back on and all that good jazz. Did have to phone the Dome Gnome to come over and kind of help me with this. This was his idea, and he knows how to do that, so we made it extremely tight. So it's kind of the same ordeal as welding it, just without welding it. So we basically just stacked these shims on top of the clutch packs on each side until it was pretty much like an inch away from being sucked together. So he knows what he's doing, so I just went ahead and let him do it. Gonna go ahead now, and I snapped a bolt in the axle shaft there, so I went ahead and ordered some ARP bolts for it. That way I don't have to keep painting them and everything like that when I pull them out and all that good jazz. So ordered some stainless 12 points for it, and our other AMSOIL packs came in today, and then we have our 2 extra things of friction modifier there that we're going to slap in there. But I'm going to wait for right this second till my bolts come in to throw that in there. That way it doesn't leak out, since we don't have any bolts in that thing. But that, and then our PSOM is on the way, so it should be here for too long, and we'll go ahead and we're going to get the dash all buttoned up. So next time you see me, it'll probably be a couple days, so do a quick little flash here. Real quick though, I wanted to show just how smoked these bad boys were. I mean, absolutely zero frictions left. I mean, it smells like death in the shop right now from these things. Yeah, not good, but I ain't gotta worry about it no more. Yeah, no frictions left. Oh well, in the trash. All right, a couple days later, bolts finally here. Had to get these from Summit. If you guys don't already know, this entire truck, I did the entire engine and everything in stainless ARP 12-point hardware, just like this. It's pretty awesome stuff. It takes a lot of time to measure bolts and everything like that. I've had a couple people reach out about that. I believe that when we start the website, I'm going to go ahead and put dress-up kits on there, because I made one for my black truck in 6-liter, which was a 6-liter, and then on the 7.3 here. So I've had a few people reach out to me about that. So I'm going to go ahead and get a list put together, and probably go ahead and put that on the website when we get it up and going, as well as merchandise and all the other cool stuff. Want to offer more than just clothes and all that good jazz. So this is one of the things that I'd like to go ahead and put on there. So if you did reach out to me and I haven't got back to you on that, that's why I want to make it very easy to where you can just buy an entire kit and get it shipped straight to you, instead of having to go through and order each individual bolt pack number. So just trying to make life easier on you. So that's why. But anyway, back to it. Got my bolts here. I'm going to go ahead and get these slapped in. Ought to look pretty nice. Like I said, I snapped one of those bolts, had to drill it out of the axle there, and that was a pain in my butt. So I'm not going to reuse those bolts. I'm just went ahead and ordered the stainless, nice stuff. And I know I won't have to worry about it again. So I'm going to go ahead and get these popped in here, and then hopefully our PSOM will show up here soon, and we can get the dash put back together. So let's go ahead and finish our axle job here. All right, guys, we're back in action here. Truck's back down. Got my nice pretty bolts all in and everything. I think it turned out pretty nice. Nice little touch there. Ain't gotta worry about breaking those for sure. Fluids filled and everything, so we're done rear end wise. Torqued everything down, and our PSOM just showed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw you guys up on the tripod here, and I'm gonna put this cluster back together here. I got my LEDs all swapped out. Just went ahead and wanted to do that while it's sitting here. Bulbs are old, so might as well. But I'm hoping this is our issue. This is the old one. I don't see any burnt spots or anything in it, but I mean that, you know, that doesn't mean that it's not bad. And here is our new one from Module Mechanics. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap that thing in there and get this cluster back in the truck so we can fire it up. All right, well, we got everything kind of ironed out in here. Dash is all back together. Cluster obviously back together. Get up in here. I went and got a brand new glass or plastic for the bezel there. And we also have our LEDs that come out pretty nice there. Make sure our PSOM works. Yep. Everything's on, hydra's on. Got our nitrous where it needs to go. Yeah, not too shabby. I like the LEDs. That definitely makes it a lot nicer. I can dig it, guys. I'm happy with it. Hopefully that will fix our issue there. Yeah. How about that? All right, guys, I think that is going to wrap it up for me on this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Like I said, if y'all have not, go down, hit subscribe. If you like our content, I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. Y'all are the best. We're going to keep trucking on with this stuff. Hopefully this is going to fix our issues. Like I said, we were lighting one tire and is really struggling to get that other one. So hopefully stacking all those clutch packs in, it'll be pretty much locked all the time. Got our PSOM in, so hopefully that will fix our issue like I was talking about, where you go to launch the truck and the torque converter will randomly lock by itself even with your foot on the brake. So I'm hoping to God that's going to fix our issue. That little circuit board was $400. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for me on this video. Hopefully next video we're going to be doing some some pulls in it. I have done a few so far. It's holding pretty good. It's just kind of a pain to get the charger to come up with the torque converter doing the stuff that it's doing. But yeah, like I said, that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.